What's up, guys? It's Johnny Cage here again for a tutorial. This was by special request. It's a DP on the beat tutorial. So, if you guys know who DP is, he's done multiple projects with multiple artists: Chief Keef, Gucci, Shy Glizzy, etc. So, his style, I haven't really listened to a lot of DP to like get the downgraded. Like, oh, this is a DP. This is how he does it. This is how I believe he does it. So don't try to quote me and say I'm doing anything insane or whatever. But regardless of all that, let's not pay attention. Let's pay attention to these three drum kits right here. Every beat that I make, I use these drum kits solely because I want you guys to fuck with these drum kits, because having to have 1,000 drum kits just to make a beat is ridiculous. You got these three drum kits right here: Bando drum kit for trappers only, and the no key drum kit. I make all my tutorials, as y'all see, everything is either no key, FTO, or Bando. So I'm not bullshitting you guys here. I'm just trying to get the producer community getting fixed right. There's a lot of bullshit going on. But let's get into this beat right here. The only reason I use Nexus because I feel like every producer right now has Nexus. I'm not a huge fan of Nexus just because everything seems so reverbed and delayed, and it's just too cliche for me, but it does the trick. So I pulled up Nexus and I got the piano, and this is the octaved, what is this? Alba, whatever that is, piano. But I liked it because it had a nice little, it was like a clicky type, you know what I'm saying? So when I was doing a pattern, and I was talking to a below buddy of mine on my email, and he was like, yo, how do you get it to do this and how to get it to do that? So what I want to do is show you guys exactly how I even begin to form the thought of making the pattern for a beat. And before I made this beat, I listened to "Fool You" by Chief Keef, and I was just like, Then I listened to a few other DP songs just to get how he does the beats and everything. So this is what I came up with. One of the key things you guys need to know when you making a niche beat, like a specific style of beat, if you're into that type of thing, uh, tempo right here. You need to make sure your tempo corresponds with the type of beat you making. You can make any type of beat you want, but if you're trying to make a DP beat, uh, a Metro beat, a Zaytoven beat, those tempos make them Metro. Those tempos make them Zaytoven. This tempo is making it DP. So when I first began to make the pattern, the first thing that I told myself was, okay, people that rap on DP beats, who are they? Boom, I had already said them. Chief Keef, yada, yada, yada. So it has to be a faster tempo, and I always work at double time. I know a few producers, no, I know a few producers that work at 81 and all that and the other. I'm not knocking that. I always been using double time. So when I was using the pattern, I wanted, as soon as I hit that, I was like, So I just, boom, I laid it out, and I knew I wanted it to have a bounce, and you're going to see what I'm saying when I go into the other instruments, because sound selection and pattern mastery, I don't know if I just made that up, but sound selection and pattern mastery, that is what wins the game. So after that, I went over here. It's the same piano, by the way, guys. Same right there. So this is just, I only use this literally for like half a second. But you got to be creative. Make the beat yours. It's not anyone else's. It's yours. You created it. That's what we're here to do. So it's just this. Those are the exact same keys from this one. C, F, G. C, F, G. Then I threw an A in there just because it's like, what else can I do in here? Music is about creativity. It's not about this specific guideline, because if everybody followed the same guideline, beats will be the same. Every beat will be the same if there was a guideline. It's a guideline to playing basketball. It's a guideline to playing hockey. But the person that makes it their own becomes the great one, or becomes the most favorite, because they don't follow the guideline. They use that guideline as a reference. So I use things as a reference, and then I take from it whatever I want, and then almost make a Jeet Kune Do of production. If y'all don't know what that is, that's Bruce Lee's fighting style. Then I went and grabbed Doom 2, and then it's a lead, Jumpman lead, and this is from a DJ Av McCree, What a Time to Be Alive, Doom 2 pack. So this is what it sounds like. And if you guys can see again, it's the exact same stuff. You guys gotta follow me here for a second. C, A, G. I go to the pianos, it's C, A, G. I go to the other piano, it's C, A, G. Make sure all your things correspond. All your sounds have to be, to a certain extent, they all have to be at the same pitch, because you can do all you want with changing the pattern and maybe getting away with a little key out of octave or something. But if you got everything in the wrong fucking key, you fucked up, pal. You fucked up. So it's still an art form, but this is still music, and music has a rhythm. So then without me having to use this, it would have been like bouncing over each other. So I kind of went over here, second, moved that in, and then what I did, when I clicked on this, I went over here, Mystic, and I turned on the Portamento. So what that did, it allowed me to let them almost slide off each other without interfering and cutting and starting the sound over. So it was like a lead, real nice, like a flute almost, without it having to be like a choppy ass lead, you know what I'm saying? So once I did that, I went here to Nexus again. You guys got Nexus, you can follow along. Classical. Scroll down to classical to the Karate Kid. I'm choosing these sounds solely off the basis of me liking how I make my beats anyway. It's a confidence thing. If you don't think your beats are good, your beats won't be good. So that's pretty simple. You have to take the limits and the limiters completely out your mind totally. And that's how you're going to get what you need to get. So how far are we right now? Because I got some shit for y'all. 8 minutes. All right. We had 8 minutes. So like I'm saying, you have to take the limiters off your mind completely. You guys notice where they at on the piano roll? C, F, G, F. Now you probably wondering, why would I put it at F, G instead of the A and yada yada yada? Well, really because it just sounded good to me. But I knew the range that I had to fuck around with. When I did this as my reference, I knew I could go to A, I can go to G, I can go to F, I can go to C, and I can go to D. If I go anywhere outside of that, it's going to be kind of risky. If I put it at E or this F instead of the F major, it's going to be ugly. But you guys got to know to follow your guidelines that you set for yourself. Follow the sound, stick with it. Don't try to venture off it. Then you're going to delete that pattern because you heard it sound this good and yada, yada, yada. Now you didn't threw away your whole idea. I had that problem too, and I'm probably sure you do too. So stick with it. Be confident in your beats and make the shit happen, dude. You don't have to be Metro Boomin. You don't have to be fucking TM88 or in no crazy shit like that to have good beats. Every person is capable of making amazing music. Every person can do it if they really want to. Nobody is born to do this, do that, do this, do that. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. All right. So that's just some motivation from Johnny Cage Banger, man. So I wanted to keep that bounce. So you want to keep that bounce going. So then I went right here to the Drazer expansion pack and grabbed this lean pad. I used this in a beat a while ago, and I was like, you know what? This shit's kind of cool. So, again, C, D. You know what I'm saying? It's a little eerie, like, you know how DP does it. If you're a fan of DP, you know how he does it. He has it, so I don't know. It's crazy because I don't listen to a lot of artists. Well, I don't know a lot of music that I don't know how to say it because I'm not trying to say like I haven't heard a lot of DP beats, so I'm not an expert or anything like that. But from what I heard, it's like a crazy TM slash. It's like a crazy pattern that he uses, and it's the type of instruments that he uses. So my instrumentation in here, I can't flex. It's pretty dead on. Cause I'm an experienced producer. I won't try to downgrade my status. Trying to be humble. I am humble, but I'm also a raw ass producer. So the moment you guys been waiting for. I know y'all like, where's the beef? This doesn't even sound like it's hidden, dude. You know what? Just in case y'all losing y'all mind right quick, I'm gonna just play the beat. I'm gonna let you hear what I did because a lot of producers, especially a lot of younger producers or upcoming producers, y'all get antsy. Y'all don't even want to just pay attention. Cause if you look at my other video, really y'all would be happy right now if you really was focused and watched my last tutorial. You really would have been happy. But I know nobody watched it all the way through because I know. So I'm gonna just play the beat so y'all can see exactly what I did. Then I'm gonna break it down. Let's go.
Oh, Johnny Cage Band.
Ooh, that's enough. That's enough. Somebody just said, damn. I know. So whoever's watching this and you said, damn, comment that shit. I know you said it. So, as you can see, I fucked this beat up. So, I use this 808 number 7, and then no key drum kit. I've been trying to get you guys to fuck with. Invest in your fucking craft. When I was listening to DP, I'm like, man, I fuck around and have this 808. Easily I do. So Some people like, how do you get your 808s to hit hard? How do you get your kicks to hit hard? I'm gonna just nip all that shit in the bud right here. If somebody else asks you, send them here. So listen to this 808 right now as I'm having. That's just me clicking the thing. You hear that? You wondering how I did that shit, huh? Easy. Click on your sound. If you hear that little clicking, that's my mouse pad. Don't trip. Focus. Went over here to the instruments tab. You see this box right here? This is how I make my beats. And I mean, this is how I make my 808s nice, sharp, and wonderful. So I'm gonna reset all this here, show you how this shit goes. And I'm gonna let you listen without this shit. You hear that? Awful. Awful, awful, awful. I learned this little trick a while ago. I was fucking around and I was just like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and do that. So I'm gonna show you what I did in a more specific manner rather than jokingly. So it can be almost like repetition. So you take this right here, attack time, bring that down. You take this, hold time, bring it up. Decay time, bring it down. Sustain level, bring it up. Release time, bring it down. That's gonna give you this. You're welcome. Boom. Trick number one. So that's the first 808 pattern. So when you making an 808 pattern, think about if somebody was listening to the song. You in the studio and fucking Future walks in that bitch, or you performing it and the beat comes on. You want that beat to be right. You don't want no bullshit. You can't get on stage to some bullshit. Future can't get on stage to some bullshit. They'll throw an apple at his ass. You need to have some shit that's hidden. I'm sorry for cursing so much, but never mind, because cursing ain't shit anyway, man. Come on now. Focus. So, you see what my 808 is, though, right? You see that. You recall that. That's C. Everything else is on C. Now, a lot of 808s aren't tuned for, aren't tuned properly. So, what I do is I right-click, boom, click Edit, go right here to the regions, click that shit, detect pitch region. Boom. That's going to tell me it's already pitched because, come on now, I'm Johnny Cage. It's my drum kit. I did everything for you. So, usually, if it wasn't pitched right, you would come over here and you would put it to the correct pitch or whatever. But it's already at C, so I'm good. So, come over here. When you doing your pattern, you want your pattern to have a bounce, and you want the pattern to have a like body. So there's different aspects to a beat which a rapper raps differently. So these days as producers, we are the bread and butter. If we don't make the beat right, the entire song is destroyed. If the beat doesn't hold up, the entire song is ruined. In this day and age, we are essentially the music makers. So you really have to be up on your shit. So this is another pattern. This is actually the pattern that I thought it was going to be difficult when I heard it. I'm like, man, this dude got 1,000 riffs. So what am I going to do? Oh, wait. This is easy. So how did I do that? So when I'm coming here, I'm like, okay, I need a bunch of fucking riffs right now. What can I do? Because you can't just throw a bunch of fucking, you can't just do that shit. That shit's gonna fuck you up, really. That shit's gonna fuck you up. So what you gotta do is figure out a way to make the pattern right. I'm talking right to the mic. You gotta do the pattern. You gotta do it to the point where if you was hearing this shit right now, because it's really a perspective craft producing. Because if you're a producer and you don't like your beat, it's not good. That's pretty simple. So I can give you a better example with when I go down to the kicks and show you how I did it, because all I did was copy the snare pattern that I did, put it to the kicks and the 808s. But I'm gonna show you a more in depth when I get down there. But I got multiple. You see what I'm saying? I got multiple patterns for the drums because patterns are great. Patterns is what make the beat stand out, because you like, oh shit, it changed. So as a producer, you always want to have dynamics. You always want to have something that, boom, catches the ear again. Boom, makes another crazy drop. Make somebody fuck with it even harder. That's your job. You think your job is making some crazy shit, like some crazy. You want to do like 1,000 riffs, and you want to have gross beat and the rawest 808s. If the patterns is awful, the beat is awful, and if the beat are awful, you are awful, and if you're awful, you're finished. I gotta be blunt. So this is the next 808 pattern, and this right here is the pattern that I used in the hook of the song. So this pattern right here will not be in the verse, because this is the dynamic change from the verse to the hook. You got to know that stuff. You got to almost be a songwriter too. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to lay the beat out. You lay the beat out, the producer gonna lay right on. I mean, the artist is gonna lay right on it if he's capable. So this is the next pattern. Now you see where they at, right? I'm not fucking up yet. I'm still in my same shit. I haven't left my little box that I got it in. I'm not going way up to D and this and this, and I'm staying right from A to C. I'm not fucking with E. I'm not fucking with this F. I'm going solely in where I can go. So for this pattern, I wanted something different from how I did it in the chorus. So, in my chorus is like boom, 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 blah, 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 blah. So when you making different patterns, you always want variation. So you almost want it to sound not like it's a totally different beat, but it's a different producer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a collab. Like he put his insight on it, you put your insight on it, but whole time it's just you. But it's different variations of your thinking. You know what I'm saying? So you may be thinking one way about a pattern, boom, you laid it out. You're not gonna think the same way again. That's like playing basketball. If you coming down the court, boom, you shoot a three, pull up. Now they know you gonna pull up. So if you go and pull up again, they gonna block your shit. But if you cross, spin around, whatever, I'm not a huge basketball player. But you get my drift here. So all you doing is just doing different moves. You got to catch plays, y'all. Y'all producers, y'all need to catch these plays, man. I'm dropping game. Hit my email. Ask me questions. Fuck with me. I'm not a jerk. I'm not a fuck boy. I'll help you. I'm trying to help y'all. You know what I'm saying? People always think, he trying to get some money out of me. You damn right. What the hell? Everything costs. Everything costs. But the wealth is your talent. So let's go to the next one. I just fucked y'all up with that. Next pattern right here. As you can see, it's the standard 808 Mafia pattern. Easy. You know what I was just thinking? Literally, when I did this pattern, I told myself it has to be as easy as possible. I laid this out. So, okay, if somebody was rapping and, the patterns are going crazy, you see I got the riffs and everything, I'm dropping shit. So I'm like, all right, what if the artist just want to, wave up and then, you know what I'm saying? He just going crazy. He just rapping like on some smooth shit. Boom, he can get on that bitch and wave up instantly. You got to look out for your artists. When you making beats, You need, cause you know the artist, he probably trash anyway. So you gotta. This is why we're here, because in this era, everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be a producer. You have to stand out. You have to make it more accessible. You have to make yourself more. What's the word I'm trying to think of? More appealing. So if you could go to Subway and get your food made right in front of you, you'd rather have that than having to go to the store, get the bread, go to another store, get the lettuce, go to another store, get the fucking cheese. You know what I'm saying? It's probably good, yeah, whatever. But I could just go to Subway and get the damn sandwich. It's finished. You know what I'm saying? So that's why people fuck with Subway rather than making their own subs, because it's convenient. It's more appealing. You got to make yourself more appealing. This is just the same. This is the kick pattern. Now, all right, boom. People ask me, how do I get my kicks to hit harder? Just put them on key. That's the easiest thing I can tell you. That's what I do. I put them on key. So where it's, as you can see, it's not even loud. It's not even loud. It's no present in it. It's nothing. It's my mix. It's how I got instruments turned down, drums turned up. I got my things on. You hear that? So they, just like an 808, kicks have pitches too. Some people like, well, I'm gonna put it right there and then have the 808 on top. You gonna make a mess. You don't want to make a mess. So here's what I was saying about the riff. So when I was doing this riff, I was like, all right. I'm like, I know he does it. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like he really just slapped them on there. So this is what I did. I went right here. What I did was pull up to this. You see it says snap to grid right there. So snap to grid, put it on 1/3 beat. That's going to make it so I can do shit like this. Instead of just this. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the doom 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 thing. You got some shit where you can do it like this. You know, which is not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. Where we at right now? It's only been 8 minutes. Oh, it's been 30 minutes almost. So what you want to do is fuck with your steps and fuck with your snap to grid, because that's how you get the riffs. You want your riffs to correspond with the feel of the beat. I use wave a lot. I use dynamic a lot. You always want to make something that's, whoa, that's crazy. Something that's going to get the person interested. It's like writing a paragraph and you have to do a attention grabber. That's interesting. That got my attention. That grabbed my attention. That's the easiest thing. These are just the kick patterns. Now, y'all probably wondering, why did I do that? Why did I not put it at up there? I'm gonna show you guys why when I show you how I laid the beat out. But there is a reason. There is a reason indeed why I did this. So, boom, going there is the same thing. Then we back right here. Oh shit. It's 11:42 a.m. here. But these are just the kick patterns. Keep them on key. Come on, fellas. Stay up. Got the young chop, little snare, whatever. It's really Polo to Don. But it's right in there. Now I turned this joint. What did I put this at? I think I really put it at. Yeah, I didn't even you can do that. I just like it right here solely just because it's just the natural snare. I like the sound of the snare anyway. It may be mixed a certain way from the original sound. It may just be a good snare, but I don't really change it up. So right here, where is that at? That's in the no key drum kit. Nobody really I don't know why people don't fuck with this drum kit. This is the drum kit that you can make all sorts of different sounds, different beats. Now, what did I do with that? I bet you wondering. Put it on key. So this is what we got right here. Now y'all probably wondering, how did I get that low? Just lay the drums out. Just still is the left click. Boom. So you just hold your left click button and just rise them up. So instead of just, you know what I'm saying? I got a little cold, so if y'all hear me sniffling or whatever, it's about to be over with though. So this is the snare pattern. The only thing I did, this is the same as the drums, and it's the same as the 808. So it's the same thing. The only thing I did, copy, right click, edit, copy, boom, and I pasted it. Paste. So I'm not pasting it right now because I did it already. So then I got the hi-hat. A lot of people don't realize, but your hi-hats play a huge role in the beat, because this is what gives it the bounce. This is the key thing that gives a beat a bounce, is hi-hats, because this is what, you know what I'm saying? This is what makes it do that. So and the only reason I put these on E, because I like them all. Anytime I do a dropped hi-hat, I always put it on E4, because it gives it almost like a different. It's like a different instrument. You hear that? You know what I'm saying? So that's easy enough. Let me just put that on tonal, because that's what I do. So now we got that. And then if you guys notice right here, I put the pitch down ever so slightly, just because I wanted it to have a deeper. So listen. You know what I'm saying? So if I just bring it down a little bit, it gives it a different sound. that's just the crash from my For Trappers Only drum kit. You know what I'm saying? I got bunches of shit. And then we got the laugh right here. Everybody fucks with that. So we can jump into my mix, and then we'll jump into the playlist. Now, when you doing your mix and you making the beat now. You made the beat, now you about to lay it out. You throw it in the mixer. You want dynamics throughout the whole mixer board. So look at this. You see where that's at? Now you see where that's at. Because this is a lower sound, I made sure that this was lower than, I made sure the piano was lower than the lead. But in all actuality, the piano is higher than the lead. But in the mixer board, you would think it's lower, because you got to use your ears. It's no, even if I was deaf, I would have a certain idea, because I could just see it up here. But you still have to use your ears, because you have to know what sound with what, and what's gonna clash, or you know what I'm saying, because certain things have certain what's the word I'm trying to find? I'm trying to think of the word. They have certain, like in the parametric EQ, they got certain basses and certain highs and lows that'll clash with each other, and it'll fuck the beat up. But you see, this is lower than the piano, but you wouldn't even really know because it's loud. But that's the mix. But you see these 808s up here, they're loud as hell. You think they are. I'm gonna show you. You see that? You gotta use your mixer board. Throw everything in the mixer. And I'll show you guys how to do that too. Boom. You highlight everything. All I did was double click right here in this little space. Then you go here. Oops. You go here. Split by channel. When it goes split by channel, that's going to send all the shits to these different patterns right here. Then once you select them all again, you click whichever one. So say I wanted to click this right here. I click that, right click, start from this track, and that's gonna send all the little beats and everything in the mixer board, and it's gonna name it and it's gonna put them in all of them. So that's what I do. Excuse me. And that's gonna put them through all the mixer board. Then I can come in there and manipulate the sound. So see, that's not even loud. It's not even in the red or anything like that. I just had to turn it up because if I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So that's not loud. So I wanted it to have a nice little loud, just to give it some aura. See, my kick not even that loud. It's just because it's at that pitch. It's punching. So you got a kick that can go low like a sub, and then you can have a kick that has a pitch where it's punching through the 808. That's the secret to a DP beat. You want the kick to punch through the 808. You don't want it to be like boom, where it's real low, where it's hitting with the 808. You want the 808 to be a sound. You want the kick to be a sound. You want each one to be something that you enjoy. You enjoying the kick punching through the 808, but you loving the 808 because it's warm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're familiar with that term where it's warm, where it's just, you hear that? You feel how warm that is? It's like, so it's almost like it's like a saw. It's almost like a fucking, like a radiator or something. That sounds crazy, I know, but just bear with me. It's just like a warm, well, if you play the shit in your car, the shit is gonna wang. That's what I call it when it's being warm. So back in the mixer, you want to make sure everything is good. So I turn my hi-hats down because I don't like my hi-hats super loud because I want the bounce. So I'm gonna play it in the playlist, and then I'm gonna show you guys why I got things turned down and why I got things turned up. And then this is the key though. You can make the beat, but the pattern is the key. That's what makes or break the beat. So regardless of the sounds you got, regardless of the fucking 808 hitting hard and the kick hitting hard and yada yada yada, if your patterns are not correct, the beat will not be good. That's it. So we're gonna start off with that. Let's zoom into that right here. So from 1 to 17, I usually start the beat around 17. So right here, this is what's called the intro. You want to give the artist some time to, you know, say it's bullshit, whatever, whoever he is, yada 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 yada. So
Johnny Cage banger.
you know what I'm saying. So right about 9 is when people usually either drop their beat at 9 or 17. At 9, I drop the instrument. So I let you know all these instruments are going to be in the beat. That's just something, I don't know if a lot of artists or a lot of producers do that, but I like to do that. It was just something I grew up doing just because I like the way things incorporate with each other, and then they all just go away. So once I do the intro, then it's time for the verse. We're going to start with the first part of the verse, the first pattern of the 808s. my hi-hats are hitting at, they're not hitting hard. But my snare is hitting hard, my kick is hitting pretty good, my 808 hitting good, and the piano is not going above the sounds that I want to be paramount. I want the kick and the 808, I want those hitting harder than anything. So when I laid it out, this is the beginning. This is where they're introducing the verse. So this is usually when they doing their little first flow before they start going off. So you gotta have some songwriting insight. You gotta know how a song goes. So they doing whatever right here. You know what I'm saying? They rapping yada yada yada. So they rapping like that. And then this piece right here, right before you get to the breakdown, these next ones right here, this is where the artist, now you going off these two patterns right here. So you got, I got the fourth pattern of the 808s, and then I got nothing right here but the snare, the hi-hat, and the other snare and the crash. Because that's, I usually put another 808 pattern in there if I want to, but just for the DP beat, I see that a lot of artists that rap on his beats, he give them two drops. One drop for the verse, and then another drop for the build up into the hook. So, and then I threw this dude lead in here just to change it up. It's all about dynamics. So you switching up the dynamics, cutting it off. Where we at? 41. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that, boom, then you cut into this. You see this? This isn't going past this because I like it. There you go. Oof. Y'all wasn't ready for that though. I wasn't either. So usually DP gives him a little riff drop before he drops the hook. Now, the hook. This is a key factor because this is the most praised part of a song. I kid you not. If the hook is awful, the song is finished. Because half the time the artist isn't really rapping about anything anyways. It's really just about enjoying the music because it's art. It's not really anything that really has a bass to it nowadays. So it's really just for the love of music and listening to music. So when you're making a hook, you have to make sure the instrumentation, you have to make sure the drops, you have to make sure everything is on key because he has to come in there and save his own life. Because you know the verse was probably whatever. You just liking the song right now. He was waving up, whatever. But if that hook, he would come in with that hook and that motherfucker trash, it's over. It's really over. Imagine if Future did that song 100,000 to 100,000 million running fuck up some commas, blah blah blah. Imagine if he ain't say fuck up some commas, and imagine if the beat was done by somebody else, but he was still saying no, doing whatever he do. That motherfucker be a failure. You guys have a lot of responsibility. Take that and don't take it as a negative. Turn it into a positive. What I said about keeping it at C. You hear that? You probably wondering what I did. Look at these kicks stacked on top of each other. I didn't even know I did that, but when I realized I did that, I was like, you know what? That sounds crazy because the kick literally punches the other kick and they end up teaming together to beat the fuck out of the 808. So just listen to the difference. Now you probably wondering, whoa, Johnny Cage, bro, you just fucked me up with that. I got you. So we write down here where the kicks are. You see, this is the kick for number 4, and this is the kick for number 3. This is number 4. This is number 3. The kick for number 4 is only supposed to be an 808 number 4, and the kick for number 3 is only supposed to be an 808 number 3. But by accident, I accidentally just layered them over each other, and I was like, whoa, that sound cold. And then when I kept it at C and then put this one at the C major, it turned it into a complete and total different vibe. So let's hear that one more time. Now watch how the 808 and the kick go right now. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about dynamics, and it's all about enjoying your music, having fun, and making the shit happen, man. You don't have to do all this fucking stressing about, oh, I can't figure out why my shit isn't sounding good or why I don't like it, man. Producers, you guys are talented. A lot of people die without knowing their talent, and they could have been the next anything. So if you watching this and you got talent and you making beats, you have the potential of being great, amazing, millionaire, billionaire, #1 producer. Whatever your goal is, you have the potential, and potential is the only thing I need to know that I can do anything. So just you watching this right now, letting me know I have the potential to be a good producer because you fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? So trust yourself, trust your own music, trust your head. Make that shit, make it pop. So I'm going to just play the rest of the beat for you guys because everything else is pretty much the same as the first one. I just click control, left click, hold it and drag over, press shift, press any one of these, and then all I did was drag it over. You can see it's the exact same thing. Or is it? Because I put a riff right here. Check it out. See, this is leading back, and this is the second verse, so it's dynamic. I took everything out, but you gonna see why though. Check it out. I put these I just riffed them up. So I did a manual riff, is what I call it. So I brought this back right here. So say if I want to do it again, I bring this back, control, click, and then I just bring it back. So then I'll highlight this, grab the end and I'm dragging it back. That's all I'm doing. I hope I'm not working too fast. So then I'm clicking the end of this, I'm dragging it back, boom, shift, click, boom. So you know what I'm saying, if I wanted to do that. So that's how I did it over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you want to wave it up and how you want to make it work. Music is yours. Make it yours. Cop that no-key drum kit. Cop that for Trappers Only drum kit. And cop that Bando drum kit. Email me. My email's in the description. Make it happen, man. Invest into your craft, dude. This is what I did. I invested into my craft. I'm taking the time out. You have to take the time out. You can't sit there and fuck off all day. You want to play the game, fuck with these young ladies, be on Instagram and Snapchat. You do all that. And the people you watching, they probably doing the same shit you doing. Nothing. Or fucking off. Then you go watch this. You like, man, I'm trying to learn how to make beats. Make the damn beats then. What are you doing? Don't you want to get on? Don't you want to have money and shit? I don't get it. You got to put the work in. This is what I'm doing. I'm sitting right here in front of my damn computer at 12:03 p.m. It's noon time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting in the work. Homie asked me, yo, can you do a DP on the beat tutorial? Man, I'm trying to figure it out, man, because he's a little young dude. He's nice. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do it for him. So I'm putting the work in. He subscribed to me. He did his part. I'll do my part. But let's hear that riff again, because that shit's crazy. This is the breakdown right here. So that's pretty much it on how to make a DP on the beat type beat. And I'm gonna mess with you guys. I was about to curse again. I'm gonna mess with you guys in my next video. It's been 50 minutes. You guys stuck with me. Thank you. Like and subscribe for more. I'm gonna be doing another tutorial soon. Maybe I'll do another one today. Let me know in the comment box. Let me know what you guys want to see next. What other type of beats you want to do. Or anything. What do you want me to do? What type of beats do you want? What type of tutorials do you want? Do you want me to do, you know, some certain type of things? Do you want me to show you guys how to do some shit? Let me know. Comment. Let me know, man, because I got nothing but time for you guys. This is what I love to do. I'm gonna do this forever. You can do it too, man. So Johnny Cage, I'm out of here, man. You guys enjoy your day.